Welcome to another episode of Nerd Age, where we discuss everything nerdy. I'm Mick, and with me as always are my co-hosts, Josh.
What's up?
Corey.
Hello.
And Jonah.
Hey.
Welcome, guys, to another week of the show. I think we had a pretty heavy Star Wars week the past few days.
That's right.
Let's see, May 4th was just a couple days ago. Did you guys get anything, like, actually on the day? I know, Jonah, you said that you got, like, stuff before, but...
No, my Legos came in yesterday.
Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
Friday. Okay.
So, built some Lego sets.
Oh, I saw, the pictures of is it Tatooine?
Yeah, the Tatooine.
Lars Homestead.
Yeah, I saw you post that on the New Age podcast Facebook, and then you immediately shared it with your own account, which it's like you not retweeted, but re-quoted yourself.
What you do, so if you put it on you're doing Nerd Age, right? So you put, it's nerdy stuff, Legos are nerdies, Star Wars, put it on there, and then there's not a lot of followers on the Nerd Age page.
True.
So I've got to share it.
No, you're right.
So then people are like, oh, what's Nerd Age?
I just think it's hilarious that you
Yeah.
did it to yourself.
It's called amplifying.
Hey guys, you guys all have access to the Facebook page. I just don't see you guys ever posting, so I got to do the grunt work here.
Yeah, hey, that's good. That's good. You're earning your keep.
That's right. Got to do something.
Social media manager.
Yeah.
Well, you post a lot of stuff on just your social medias. I mean,
Yeah.
I rarely post anything on mine, so
Same here.
Well, you know,
I feel like an old man. I just don't know how to do it anymore.
guys, I just crave attention. Just need to
You just want to be
like
heard.
me. Give me those likes. Give me
Yeah.
those views.
We don't hate you. Okay, so Star Wars week.
Wait, so you bought Legos. Did you get anything? Like, or no?
Okay, I almost got
I got boxers.
I almost got the latest Millennium Falcon.
Oof.
The I guess it's the Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker one.
Yeah.
Don't you already have like two of those?
I have
The same
Yeah, I have two, and I didn't.
Why do you want to get the new one?
I don't know.
Gotta catch them all.
The Millennium Falcon Lego
catch 'em
sets are
all.
always my favorite. So anytime a new one, like I kick myself because I didn't get the solo one.
Oh, really?
I
Pretty
got
sweet.
that. See, I have the which one do I have? The Return of the Jedi one, the one that came with Han Solo and the original trilogy, and then I got the solo one.
Yeah, and I have the Empire Strikes Back that came out like 2005 or something, and then I got the Force Awakens one.
Nice.
My brother actually got like the original one that
okay.
came out. That was like
The one with the saucer pieces?
it's like
Yeah.
3 or
Like the one of the
4.
first.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
that thing was like a brick. I mean that. I don't know why, but he and I had this like competition that we did where we would throw our Millennium Falcons at each other, and mine just like obliterated, and his was like totally fine.
This is a rock.
'Cause he had like only 200 pieces.
Are you sure?
On his.
Are you sure he didn't like put glue on the pieces
Yeah.
beforehand?
Oh, you might have. He is smarter than me.
Wouldn't put it
so,
past him.
yeah.
It never broke. It's so weird.
Oh, glue. Okay.
So you just thought about getting it, but you didn't.
I was at the store ready to go.
How much is it? How much is
I
it?
think it's like 160.
Yeah.
So
Well, see, you gotta wait because they've got the new ones are coming out. So the Bad Batch shuttle's coming out, which is $100.
Oh, by the way, that looks awesome.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's like a better Imperial like transport or whatever the
Yeah.
white ones are.
Similar.
And
It's
then
sick. It's shorter, but
And the minifigures are sweet.
yeah, they have all the Bad Batch in there, and then Moff Gideon's Star Destroyer's coming out.
oh really?
So they're
Yeah.
doing that one, and that one's like 160, right?
Yeah. The Star Destroyers are right around that.
And then they're doing the armor Mandalorian
Wait.
set that comes with Mando, the armor, and what's the guy's name?
Paz Vizsla.
Paz Vizsla, the armored Mando from the first season.
Oh,
That's
so
cool.
Isn't that John Favreau?
Yeah.
The voice him?
So I'm like,
do any of
there's
these
some pretty
sets?
sets coming out.
Do any of these sets come with the Dark Blade or what's it called?
I
Moff
assume
Gideon's
the Moff Gideon Star
will
Destroyer.
have
That
to.
would be sick.
He should have it, right?
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
And then they're doing Bo-Katan's ship.
Yeah, the
whichever that one's
gauntlet.
called.
Her ship. Yeah.
Mandalorian Gauntlet Fighter.
So that one's coming out. So I mean, there's some pretty cool sets coming out that I'm
You don't just have to get the Millennium Falcon, Mick.
yeah, you can get.
Yeah,
you can
I
get
know. I gotta branch out.
because I got the Razor Crest.
Yeah, I got that one too.
Or you can just specialize and save your money.
Invest
But
in
what fun is
stocks.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, buy
The
some.
smart thing to do really would be to buy 2 of each, hold on to one, and
Don't
then
open
resell it
Yeah.
down the road. Yeah.
True. You make a ton.
Yeah. You also spend a ton, I guess.
Hey, man, if I would have done that with Pokemon cards, I'd be rich and I wouldn't even be here right now.
You'd forget about us because you were.
Yeah, just the money, it just takes me places. I'm swimming on top of all my Pokemon cards.
You know that guy that he does videos where he's like just walks around and he goes up to people in really nice cars. He's like, "Hey, what do you do?" And the people are like, "Hey, you're the TikTok guy," and they tell him like,
He does that to houses too, right? Like
he just like goes
up to
around
these
like
mansions.
guys in a Ferrari, and he's like, "Hey, what do you do?" And the guy's like, "Stocks," or he's like, "Whatever."
Uh-huh.
But so that could be you if you would have kept your Pokemon cards. Hey, what do you do? He's like, "Sold my Pokemon cards."
Hey, I made like $500 off of them.
Yeah.
But if I would have held on maybe 4 or 5 more months, I didn't know that there's going to be this huge burst of just popularity. I probably could have made a couple more hundred, but
Yeah, Jason's
I didn't
always
have
talking
anything
about,
crazy.
"Oh, I gotta get this."
he's got nothing. I feel so bad. I got him like $70 or something like that.
Hey, it's something
Yeah,
though.
it is because he didn't have old stuff.
Yeah.
It's all about the old stuff. It's all about Gen 1.
I got to tell my dad if he goes to estate sales or stuff. Just got to keep an eye
Snipe
open
the
for
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards.
Absolutely.
I still have some from when I lived in Okinawa that are like actual Japanese Pokemon cards.
What generation are they?
I think probably the first.
Nice.
You're sitting on a gold mine.
I know. Yeah. I think I lived there in like 97-ish.
Maybe.
So, yeah.
you did?
Yeah.
You should go.
Are they at your house?
No.
Oh, you need
to bring them in here, and Corey can
need
get
a
his little monocle and make sure that they're
on his-
easy.
put on his white gloves.
There's like
They're unopened? What do you mean?
quite a few packs that are still unopened.
Okay.
Holy
Yeah.
Bring them over.
Yeah.
We need to talk
Corey can
No,
assess.
wait. No. Okay. Dude,
Absolutely true.
there could be potential in this.
I think so.
Thousands of dollars could be in your dad's house.
Maybe.
What's the address?
You need them.
I like how you're trying to get. He's like,
Wait, and they're
Dad, I'm not
yours.
telling
They're
you
yours,
what.
right?
He lives in.
I'm
Where does he
saying
live
right
again?
here that they are
And-
mine. I own them.
And which room was it?
What's the combination? for
Dude,
the safe?
actually, honestly, if it's Gen 1, it doesn't matter if it's Japanese. Like, it's going to have value.
Yeah.
Especially
So-
if it's unopened.
So,
Dude, that's amazing.
I think next podcast should just be you bringing the cards over, and we talk about what those cards' value is.
I mean, yeah. That'd be pretty
Absolutely, we can do that.
Have you seen?
We're not opening them. No, we are not. We are.
We're not opening them?
We are selling them
We're selling
as
as
booster
is?
packs.
Oh.
Yeah, because the odds are they aren't great,
Yeah.
but you can get way more money if you just sell them. With
How
the
do you
booster.
know?
And what if there is?
Well, actually,
that
we
super
could know
rare
to some
card?
degree. What they do is they get a very accurate scale and they weigh them. There's heavier packs and lighter packs.
Oh,
the
nice.
heavier ones usually have foil or double foil because they just weigh a little bit more. So yeah, we could do that. Well, we're not gonna weigh them, but like, yeah, it's just,
Guys,
I just want to see which ones they are because if they're Gen 1, even if they're not first generation, which they probably aren't, it's worth at least a couple $100 each.
Yeah. I think so.
There
That'd
you
be
go.
sick.
That's pretty sweet.
If it's
If
Gen
what
1.
you're telling us is true.
Which
Yeah.
I mean, I have in '97. You
They're
said
probably
right?
Digimon cards.
yeah. like-
97
Digimon.
lines up.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like psyched. You
Digimon
said 97.
cards.
Digimon, dude. I
Dude,
got
and he
Yu-Gi-Oh
got
cards.
them in Okinawa.
Yep.
Ever heard of it? the Okinawa.
The
guys.
Okinawa.
That's where Pokemon was born.
I think my dad has quite a few too. My brother had
Hey,
quite a
Randy,
few.
on the podcast next week.
Yeah,
Bring your cards.
Have them hit me up, okay?
My dad, the Pokemon expert.
Hey, man.
Well, yeah, because how much you recently sold your card?
Yeah,
right?
so I
And
had my childhood collection. I didn't even have the full collection of 150, but I was close. I only had like 3 or 4 missing, and I had my best card I had was a first generation holographic Gengar. And that, as I looked it up, to this day, it's now worth like around $400 to $500.
That's
just
crazy.
that one card.
Dang.
And that's even assuming it's not like a perfect. So like, so there's PSAs and then there's another rating system. But basically like if you had a Charizard and I had a Charizard, one of our Charizards is better because either it's
Right. 'Cause
perfect
mine's
condition.
evolved.
Let's say both.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to address Josh.
Who's got a better moveset?
So you have a first edition Charizard. I have a first
Okay.
edition Charizard.
Me.
Yours is perfect, or yours it has no marks or scratches, or like you took perfect care of it,
Of course.
and I did too. It still could be different in value based on how the print was, and based on how it was cut. So things totally, completely out of your control.
Yeah.
You could totally be sitting on an amazing like just pile of cash.
Retire.
Or
early.
it couldn't be worth not that much.
Right.
Or enough for a Millennium Falcon.
Well, no, I think you
For two, buy one, buy another.
Yeah, there you
you're
go.
set on that. I like it. I like where your head's at.
Invest in the
Make your
future.
money back and then some.
That's right.
I love it. But yeah, no, it was crazy because maybe last year during COVID, they did. Do you guys know who Jake Paul and
Yeah.
those guys
Oh my
annoying
gosh.
douchebags are? So. Logan, I think his bigger, older brother,
Yeah.
he bought like I don't know, I can't remember how many boxes there were, but they were first edition Gen 1 original boxes of Pokemon cards. And he did an opening on his YouTube or something like that. And he got like, it was just crazy popular.
Yeah.
It was super hyped up. Like people my age and younger, they're all watching it and they're super pumped. And it kind of led this resurgence of popularity of live openings on streams and stuff like that. And it was insane because they have all this information. Oh, if it's a PSA 9, which is a near perfect, a PSA 10 is perfect, so 1 to 10. If it's a 9, it's worth this many thousands of dollars. So every time they're opening it, they're like, oh, dude, it's $9,000 right here. Like it was a craze. It was
crazy.
nuts. And the kind of sad thing now is that they're kind of going through them. Actually, they're running out of cards to open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's weird.
And
If you
that's
have
why
them,
yours are so valuable now.
right.
you're
Thanks, Logan Paul.
Hey, it's crazy. Yeah, it was really weird. Honestly, if I would have waited, I could have got more money, but I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take 400, 500.
John Winfrey, we went to high school with.
Yeah.
He does.
He does newer stuff.
Yeah, he does the
Yeah.
newer stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff like that. But I've watched a couple. I'm like, I have no clue what I'm watching, but it's still interesting to be like, he's like, oh, this is this. Oh, okay, this is a cool. Like, we got this one. It's this rare or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty sweet.
It is crazy, dude. Like, literally, if you have a first edition, right? Even when you're just getting a normal dude like a Charmander, right? Do you know which one that one is?
Yeah.
Just a regular card, it's worth like a couple $100.
Yeah.
What?
Man.
Are you kidding me? Charizard, 100K, bang.
Sitting on a gold mine, Mick.
Japanese.
Ooh.
So
Yo, if it was first edition.
Are there
only-
are there yours or are your yours in date?
How many yen is he going to get?
Yo,
I don't think.
Don't
I
tell
think
me.
they're mine and my dad's.
Okay.
Oh.
I think
Okay,
Dave
well-
might have his.
Oh.
I'm not
good.
sure.
Look, after this podcast, I'm going to tell you which one's a snipe, okay? Anyway, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was living in Japan. It was really
Big there.
a big thing that our family did.
You guys never got into card games, right?
Nah.
Ever? Yeah. Me and some of the cousins did Yu-Gi-Oh! And they did, like Joby and Chris, they did Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh!
Choop,
stuff
you
like
had some Pokemon cards, right?
No,
Did you?
never.
I thought your
I thought you
parents
had some at
didn't.
the house.
Your parents
No,
thought
I never
it was the
got
devil.
any. I didn't. No,
Pocket
we
Monsters.
played Pokemon because
and you had
we played the
Beyblades.
games and then we had the.
You had
I didn't have
Beyblade?
Beyblades either.
That's like after us, dude.
Dad got Beyblades later. Like
for the
Ethan
kids.
and Jason
Yeah.
were playing the Beyblades.
And how do you how old
do you think I am? Beyblades came out when I was like in high school, bro.
I kind of remember you. I kind of remember you playing in high school, Beyblade,
No.
with you and
Let it rip.
I mean,
You know,
with
when
even
we were in
Jason.
6th grade, the 2 classes under us were into Beyblades, and they got outlawed because they were like fighting and stuff.
Oh,
But we were older than
They're
that.
like cutting kids' knuckles and stuff.
They're actually
I
putting
never got-
blades on their elbows and
Yeah.
twirling around.
Yeah, I never got into the cards. I had the tazos,
Oh yeah, that was the
what?
Mexican.
pogs. You know what pogs are?
Yeah,
There you go.
I don't know what you just said, but I know what
Oh,
pogs
is that
are.
tazos?
Tazos is what they call them in Mexico.
Yeah,
like
and they'd come in
toss.
like
Pokemon.
They'd come in that they had Pokemon ones. They did like Looney Tunes ones.
Yeah.
They came in chips, so you'd always be.
Yeah, that's why I was so
Eating chips
fat
and-
when I was a kid. Because I was like, gotta catch them all, baby.
gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. That's right, baby. Yeah,
Those are the ones. Those are the ones that I made you the DC
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
So when I was in Mexico, they had the Superman and Batman and Wonder
Okay.
Woman ones. So I was like,
That was pretty cool. So
eating chips
Jonah-
just to get.
Yeah, Jonah gave me this like display, I guess, of things that come in chips.
Do you
but
make it yourself? Little
Yeah, I
crafty.
got a shadow box and then I glued them on so like they're all. There's like
Yeah,
what
man.
4 rows?
Why do you like ruining things? You're gluing them?
Well, the backs don't have anything. It's just the front has like the picture of like Wonder Woman or Batman, and so you just I glued the backs.
What if 10 years down the road they're worth something?
They're not. Those aren't. Those are like just chip company, bro.
Okay. Does it look cool?
maybe I'm sitting on another gold mine.
Yeah, maybe you are,
Gotta
dude.
get some glue remover and you're good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Star Wars.
Yeah.
Bad Batch. First 2 episodes came out.
Yeah.
First episode was like 70 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
It went by fast. I'm gonna be
Yeah, it
honest.
did. What'd you guys think of it?
I liked it a lot.
Did you guys know it was taking place where it was before it came out, or were you just like,
Well, I knew it was. We had said I think on the podcast that it was
After
like
Order
after
66.
Order 66, wherever they left off in the
I like that they
final
showed-
episode of the Clone Wars.
yeah,
Yeah.
So that's kind of how this season starts, is them going on
exactly how it
that mission that they were going on at the end of
Yeah.
the Clone Wars. So it's pretty cool. I liked it. Obviously, it's cool to see Kanan there
oh yeah, yeah.
for the Rebels fans. So that was cool. I thought that was really a cool way to start the show.
Do you think we'll see more of him, or
I don't know. I feel like they just kind of threw it in there to be like, to have a connection to that. I
I think they do.
You think they will?
Because he let him go. And it was a thing that kind of splintered their relationship with what was his name? Not Sharp. Crosshair. I don't know. It's kind of a defining point very early on.
I just don't know, because they've done like comics and a book that's kind of delved into Kanan's backstory, I think, a little bit.
Didn't this episode already like contradict
Yeah, basically.
some stuff that they
Yeah.
did before?
Yeah, because in the comic, the Order 66 happens at night,
Right.
and they're sitting around the campfire, and then the clones turn on them. So they've already basically changed that. Which I mean,
It's small
it's, the
details.
same,
Yeah,
it's the same thing that
It's not that big of a
they've
deal.
done that before with other things, like in the Ahsoka book. They have the Siege of Mandalore.
Yeah.
And that's already different from what we've seen in. It's just the same thing with like what Lucas always did, was like whatever's on film supersedes whatever's come before, kind of a
Film
thing.
and TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
so maybe they do something where Kanan does, or maybe I guess his name's Caleb.
Yeah.
Doing at that point. So
Caleb, yeah.
maybe they do meet up with him again or help him out or something, and that could make sense. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. I wasn't expecting that, but when I saw,
I love that his
Balaba.
lightsaber was even the same. Like,
Yeah.
just small attention
Yeah.
to details like that.
well, even her lightsaber, I think, is blue in this one, and then isn't in the comics.
I think it's green in the
Green,
comics.
so it's like you said, they're already kind of doing their own thing.
yeah.
So it's interesting. But I liked it.
She was kind of she kind of went down easy. I want to be honest, boys.
Well, she was surrounded by a bunch of clones.
Dude, do a Jedi jump, bro. Get out of that little
who's
tiny
the-
circle.
Who's
Like,
the
Do the
Jedi-
fast run that they only do once in Phantom
Yes.
Menace. down
where's the
hallway.
sonic speed? Jedi
That is true. They never use that again.
Well,
Wow,
a perfect
that was a mistake.
example of that is they do it at the beginning, and then Obi-Wan, when he's trying to catch up to Maul and Qui-Gon, he doesn't use that super speed.
Yeah.
He's just
He could've
getting,
caught up,
so I
and
was
he's
like, I think that super speed was
a fluke.
something they did the first time, And then I was like,
Maybe they could only use it once and they used it up. They had to
No,
recharge.
they were speeding up time, actually.
oh, man.
Yeah, he didn't actually go fast, guys.
Or wouldn't that be slowing down time?
No, it would be speeding it up because he went really fast.
But if you slow down time, that makes you faster.
Well, if you're slowing down time,
No, I'm just saying they like sped up the film. Like they just went like fast forwarded. That's all they did.
Oh, you're not talking in universe.
No,
what they're doing.
no,
Okay,
sir, I am
you're
not.
talking editors at a
technically.
computer.
Yep.
Gotcha. We're on the same page.
So I'm saying is like you know how like Snyder will do like slow motion as
right.
we've talked about. Yeah, they just took some artistic liberties there and put some streaks behind them for some reason.
I mean, it does look really janky when you watch. It's like,
it's just one of those things that I'm like, they never use it again. They just use it in that one
Yeah, they realized how
moment.
trivial it would make a lot of problems down the road.
well, how many times could that have come in handy after that?
Well, I think the biggest one is
Probably a lot.
is
So
Obi-Wan
many times.
trying to catch up to Maul and Qui-Gon. It's like super speed.
Qui-Gon running away in the jungle. He probably would have totally missed Jar Jar or ran right through
I
him.
feel like a Jedi with super speed would be one of the most powerful weapons ever.
Yeah, just put your lightsaber out and then run.
yeah, just behead
I
everyone.
mean, you could do it in Battlefront 2. I think the Jedi always have a
super speed?
super speed thing you can do.
It's broken, man.
Yeah, that is. Maybe that's they realize that they're like, it looks cool, but let's not do it anymore.
Yeah.
They look cool.
For that
99.
moment. Remember when
Yeah.
we first? I don't really remember when I first saw it, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we were all like,
Did you see it in theaters?
We went, I remember walking back. We
"Oh
took
yeah,
the
we
bus.
did, yeah,
Leela took us.
yeah, in Mexico."
Nice.
Cool.
Times.
But yeah,
In
Bad
Spanish,
Batch.
but
Bad Batch was cool. I liked it. I thought that the first episode was pretty good. I did like that connection. I want more Jedis. That's just me. I thought Omega is weird, and I figured out why. Okay, so with the art, with the animation style, and Bree said this a very similar thing. She's like, Omega doesn't seem like a kid. And I was like, well, that's because she hasn't grown up with kids. She doesn't have regular parents. You know,
And
she's
they
being
age.
raised.
I assume she ages faster too, right? Because she's got the acceleration.
Well, she's a kid
I
currently,
mean,
right?
depends.
So, but I was like, why is she like rubbing me the wrong way? And it's
It's because you
because
don't like her accent.
it's because her head's so big, dude. She's got this big head syndrome. She's got a really big head.
She also has the same hairstyle as Palpatine, which was distracting for me.
Is that why
she
she's? Is that why? Is she the clone of Palpatine?
She's Rey's grandma.
Well, on her character, she didn't rub me the wrong way.
Weird.
But
In episode 1, and then I think on episode 2 it got a lot better.
yeah,
Because it does kind of highlight that, she wasn't raised by parents. Like,
Yeah.
that's the first time she caught a ball. Like okay, it makes
Yeah.
more sense. I'm just talking strictly of how she looks.
Yeah.
Right.
She
yeah.
looks like a gnome. Because it's because of her features are so harsh and like
I think it's
pointed.
like all the
Yeah.
animation is kind of
It's
that
so
way, that style.
harsh.
Like
It
even the
doesn't-
clones, the faces are always like the noses are very
Dude,
Sharp.
square.
the other
sharp.
kids
Yeah.
though, the other kids, they were smoother. I'm telling
I
you,
guess.
she's hard. Like
Weren't they like half Twi'lek or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or all Twi'lek?
yeah, should be half.
Twi'lek or Twi'lek?
I don't know.
Whatever you want to
Whatever
say.
you want, AT at. Twi'lek, Twi'lek,
Whatever is in
Twi'lek.
your heart.
I'll have to think about it a little more.
Luke Loke.
I wish. So
Luke.
Darth Vader.
I was saying,
Vader.
I wish she had softer features so that she'd feel like a kid, I guess.
Yeah.
Because as of right now, she's kind of just a small person.
Yeah, and-
But episode 2 did help out a lot.
Well, episode 2 was like a little slower, and I think was able to spend more time on more character development with her.
I think the cool thing that they're doing with her is they're kind of obviously in that first episode they kind of set up that she has something special.
Do you think she's force sensitive?
That's what I think they have to be setting up
Episode
something
2
like
is
that,
like
right?
every clone has a purpose. What's her
Right.
purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would think that that's something that
Yeah.
they might introduce. But here's my question to you guys. does it feel like if that's the case, it's a little too similar to Mandalorian? Like
with Grogu and
Yeah, it's like Mandalorian mixed with Rebels and no Jedis.
Because it's kind of like
Unless she gets
this group of Hunter's kind of like reluctant. He tries to give her away, just like in Mandalorian. He tries to leave him with that tribe in the first season, and then they end up making a connection and decide. So that's my only thing is I hope if that's the case that she is force sensitive, that then they start diverging away from that because it might be a little too similar to the same story beats of Mandalorian. But I don't know. That's just a thought. I don't know if it's like I've enjoyed it. It's not like I'm like they better not be doing because I like the Mandalorian. So it just will be kind of interesting what they decide to do because there is similar story beats that are happening, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean it's written by the same guy, so
that's true.
Yeah, that's one thing where I felt like, oh, it's just like Rebels without Jedis, and I was like, well, it's written by the same guy, and animation style is like super similar. So I'm not really given. I'll wait on my judgments. I guess this is only episode 2.
Do you guys think what are the chances or theories of as far as like because we know Rex is going to be in it, right?
I already mentioned him
So
once.
Rex, and then he was also in the trailers. We know that Fennec Shand from Mandalorian's in it, but like, what do you guys think the chances are of like Ahsoka showing up? Or anything like other Jedi.
Can I be honest? I don't want Ahsoka to show up. I love Ahsoka. But she is like this traveling salesman in everything. Everything.
What is she selling?
I love her. What you
Bad
wish you had.
storytelling.
What you wish you had. Jedis.
I mean, it would make sense because wasn't she with
of course.
Rex
I mean,
for a little bit?
They split up at this point because after where Clone Wars ends, where she's burying everybody, they split off. At that point,
right?
So Rex is by himself, hiding out, and Ahsoka's pretending she's dead. If they're following the book, what she did in the book, she goes to like some other planet and she frees like some slaves that are there.
Yeah, I think I honestly wouldn't want to see. I'm kind of in the same.
Thank
boat.
you.
I'm like,
I love her. She's awesome.
So I'm not saying awesome. I'm not saying like come in like where it's about her, but I'd like to like she passed like the Rex, an episode where the Bad Batch talks to Rex and they get like some story or background what he's been going through, and then at some point they have a run with Ahsoka or something. Not to like, but I just feel like you can tie in things.
Yeah, but then that's back to what you were saying earlier that it's just like the Mandalorian. So
I guess that's true.
It's a stupid idea. What are the odds that we see Vader?
I think high, very high. Yeah.
He's just like a story beat that always happens.
I mean, you
era.
have to have.
Honestly,
this is
Ahsoka's becoming like a very similar mechanic that they just throw in there.
Well, I feel like with Vader,
I'm fine with Vader. Though.
I feel like
100%. No, he needs to be.
We haven't seen enough of Vader.
Well, he is the big bad.
Yeah, I think Vader in his prime is what you want to. Because that's the cool thing about Rebels. For those of you who haven't seen Rebels has some awesome Vader scenes. That he's not in every episode, but he comes in and you're like, that's Vader in his prime.
Yeah, they don't do him wrong. They do him pretty good.
Yeah, they do him good.
For being in a cartoon animation, like it's good.
Well, it helps too that James Earl Jones voices him. It's always distracting when it's somebody else, even if it's close. It's like you can always tell.
I feel like now though you can tell he's older.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
So
it's
you're
In
still,
Rogue One especially, which I know you don't like the line in Rogue One. That's one of your pet peeves. Of
careful not to choke on your aspiration.
Oh, it's so bad. Honestly, if I could change something out of any movie, do that. Just
is it
do
that
something
bad?
better.
He hates
it. Just makes me cringe. Like I'm just like that.
To me, it just
cheesy.
seems like it's in line with stuff that he said
that's
before.
what I'm saying.
cheesy,
Yeah,
dude.
same thing.
It's so bad.
Congratulations, Captain Nita.
It's so
Apology
bad.
accepted.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
so bad.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's so bad.
But I
not
think
excited.
what they do good in the animation is just his movements. He moves like Vader. Like they just do a really good job.
Like a stiff stick.
Well, no, I mean he's just like imposing
So he
and
does
like
it in the originals.
how he just walks out. It's just like they have the silhouette of him
Yeah.
is just so well done that pretty cool.
Did you like you're more machine than man now
Oh yeah,
line in
Little
Bad
callback.
Batch? Oh, that was pretty funny.
That was good.
that was to Echo, right?
Yeah.
So here's a theory.
Zack Snyder. Is,
No, but what I was going to say is, how cool would it be if Echo Base from Empire is named after Echo?
yeah, I saw that going around.
Like that would be pretty.
Yeah.
That would be a pretty sweet thing if they like with something happens where he sacrifices himself or they join the rebellion or something, and then they kind of name Echo Base after him. That would be a pretty cool thing
yeah.
to then
Like he did some big
right. And so
valiant thing.
That's on Hoth. Right?
That'd be sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like that would be a kind of a cool thing where
That'd be cool.
it's not. It doesn't.
Also, Echo is just used for E. So
Well, yeah.
it could be used for But that'd be awesome
But
if they didn't make
'cause
that connection.
I feel like that for people that don't watch the cartoons or stuff, it doesn't change anything. Like if they love the movies, but for people that watch it now, if you would go back and watch Empire Strikes Back, you'd be like, "Oh, Echo Base. Oh, it's because of Echo." You know, and you have that backstory of it.
Yeah.
It would be pretty sweet. That's the kind of stuff that I think they could
like
take
that stuff.
advantage of in other movies or shows, or that they can like world build or add stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already do it pretty well.
Yeah.
Like with, I'm going to forget her name, L7 from Solo, where she's uploaded into the Millennium
L3.
Falcon. L3, yeah.
Yeah.
And so then you have the whole, like, if you watch the original trilogy, it's like, they're
When
they're
C-3PO
talking
says
to-
there,
yeah,
she's speaking a weird.
yeah. So it's like
It's just speaking a weird.
it's all in line, and if you watch Solo, it's like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. So I
Or
think,
similar with like Starkiller Base being Ilum
yeah,
and that kind of stuff that most people that watch it are
Right,
like,
don't
oh, it's
even
just
care.
Starkiller Base. But then you're like,
Yeah.
But if you watch the Clone Wars, that's where all the Jedi got their kyber crystals. And that's pretty sweet.
It is. Well, and you visit there in Fallen Order, right?
Yeah, Fallen Order. That's kind of where they basically confirmed it. Because if you pass the game and then you go back there,
Yeah.
it's got that trench
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
dug into it. So it's pretty sweet. But yeah, I liked the first 2 episodes. There's going to be 16 episodes, right?
yeah.
Is
I
that
think
what
they
they
said
said?
16 total.
Nice.
So
There'll be 30 minutes from now until probably the finale then.
I would assume something like
Yeah,
that.
30 minutes and then probably an
Cool.
hour finale, just like the
Yeah.
premiere.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
So far, so good. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 episodes in, I assume this is just a one-off season, right?
I
They
would
haven't
think
said
so.
anything else.
I don't know.
I would assume it's just a one-off.
Yep.
And then they can, I think that's what they're going to do with animation stuff is then be like, okay, now we go to another.
Yeah, why not?
But say it's one season, predictions on what you guys, like, does all the Bad Batch die?
No.
Do you guys think someone survives? What's your just? I know it's not sure, but just what do you think? What do you think is going to happen? And then once we're done, we can see what was closer.
I think all the Bad Batch except for Echo will die.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because he has to build Echo
He
Base.
has to go to Hoth.
So Echo and Omega.
Oh. I think Omega has something, and I'm just gonna go with the hairstyle thing. I think she has something to do with Palpatine.
Okay, so
Where
you're
she's
saying
like-
she's force sensitive? Is that your?
I think she's force sensitive,
Okay.
and I think it's like an early thing with him trying to clone himself, Palpatine.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think it'll
connect
have
that
something
with
to do
Mandalorian.
that. Yeah,
Okay,
I think that.
okay. Anyone else? Choop predictions.
It's so easy. Like this is the thing with all these shows. You're like, well, I didn't see them in the movie, so they gotta be dead. But
Right.
then like it doesn't really make sense because there's a bunch of characters that we don't see that are like, oh, they're off in hiding. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Hunter dies. That's it.
That's
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
And
Everyone else
is Omega force sensitive or is it something else?
I think she's force sensitive.
Okay. No
feel like
connection
I feel
to
like that makes
Palpatine or
sense.
no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. On the connection part, that'd be cool though. I say, thank you. I say, yeah, Hunter's gonna die. So does no. So what's his name? Sharpshooter.
Crosshair.
Crosshair. I think
Sniper Boy.
I think Sniper Boy is better. I think Sniper Boy lives. No. Oh, he turns good and dies because of it. Like
Redemption style?
redemption arc for him.
Okay.
He'll be like a secondary bad guy at the end.
Okay.
We're getting real specific here. Yeah, Hunter dies. Everyone else lives, I think. Yes. Everyone else lives. Even Omega. How she says it.
Omega.
And
She's got a New Zealand
we're
accent.
going to see Vader. We're going to see Ahsoka.
We're gonna see Dexter Jester.
Who's that?
It's a Camino saber dart. Die from the diner, dude.
No.
Obi-Wan.
That's a tough one.
I hope we see him, dude.
I hope so too.
Probably see his butt crack too.
Yeah. That's about it, I think.
Okay. I think Omega is force sensitive,
Yeah,
but I don't think she was planned by Palpatine.
But is she related to Palpatine?
planned.
well, because
I don't think
She was an accident.
Jonah doesn't think Palpatine.
Oops.
I don't think Palpatine is using her as like a clone of. He's thinking about making her a clone of him. I think
So they foreshadowed.
I think this was a Camino in.
Yeah, it
because
seems-
the way they're talking about it seems like they're keeping it a secret from the Empire. Like they have that scene where they're both talking. So I think they're testing for sensitivity. Maybe they have something with Master Sifo Dyas. Like I don't know if they connect something with like the Jedi that originally did it. Maybe they used his
DNA.
midi-chlorians or something. So that would be a connection. So she's an experiment just to see if they could get a Jedi clone that would be force sensitive, but I don't think Palpatine's involved with that. I would say Crosshair dies.
Sharpshooter.
I would say
But does
Wrecker
he turn
dies.
Good? Does he turn good? Though?
I don't. I
No?
think they're
He dies
gonna.
Bad?
I think as he's dying, they might have like Hunter will be like. They're going to talk about the reason he's changing is because of the inhibitor chips. So it's not you. Like they'll have that conversation, but I don't think he's going to become good. And then Wrecker's going to die because he's dumb. So he's going to do something where it's like he'll.
What do you think? Do you think he's gonna trip on something?
No, but I'm saying like he'll sacrifice himself doing something just because
that's dumb.
Because he's dumb.
No, but I'm saying like he can't survive on his own. Like if he wasn't with the Bad Batch, it's just his character. Guys,
Oh shit!
he's gone.
No, he's not.
I
If
disagree
anything,
with
he's
that.
the only one that survives. I'm changing my answer.
I think Echo dies. I think
Bury him on Hoth.
Hunter and Tech survive.
Okay.
So 2 of the Bad Batch survive, and the other ones die.
Sounds good.
How do they die?
We'll find out.
Don't worry.
Explosions.
We'll all be wrong. Yeah, it'll be all be explosions.
We'll see what happens.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more. I do think it'll be just one season.
Yeah.
Just the nature of it just seems.
And I was going to ask Rebels, Clone Wars, all the animation series, where is this feeling for you guys? Where do you think it's going to go? Where is it going to follow for you guys, ranking wise?
I mean, it's hard to tell with just 2 episodes, but I would still put Clone Wars above Rebels. I guess right now I would just put it below Rebels just because
I haven't seen enough of it.
But
Yeah, and I didn't see that other one. What were you talking about?
Resistance.
I didn't see the Resistance.
Yeah.
But I assume that would be
Resistance
last.
is probably
for me.
last.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing.
It's also unfair because they've
Right.
had full arcs that have been complete.
Well, and that's the thing. Even with Rebels, there's some stuff in Rebels that I just absolutely love, but it's only 4 seasons. So all the stuff in the Clone Wars, there's some arcs in Clone Wars that I don't care for that are just like, but the ones
Which
that
totally happens when you have such a
Right.
long
they had like what 8
series.
8 seasons.
8
yeah.
seasons or something like that.
Something like that.
So I just feel like it's hard to compare, but
Yeah.
and this one is kind of like 2 episodes in. Obviously, they're kind of laying groundwork, so the big meat of the season is yet to come. So like those emotional moments and story arcs are down the road. So once it's over, then we can kind of assess it better.
Yeah.
But
I mean, either way, I think it'll still be good.
yeah, it's
Because Dave Filoni's,
yeah.
charging it.
Yeah, I mean, so far, at least the way I think about it, I'm just like, oh, it's another season of Clone Wars.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
how
what
it
I mean?
feels like. Even how they
Yeah,
started
that's
it
how
with
I
the
feel
Clone
about
Wars
it, too.
coming out, and then it burns into the Bad
And
Batch.
they even
and
have the voiceover. Yeah,
Oh, never mind.
you don't like that?
I don't like it.
yeah,
I'm just, you guys will start figuring out what I don't like,
yeah.
I think it's done on purpose to be kind
it's
of like that.
literally, yeah.
I don't like it. Get out of here.
That's fine.
Well, cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see more.
Yeah. More to come.
More to come.
Literally every week.
Yeah. What is it? Every Thursday or?
Do you guys stay up to watch it? Because
Nah,
I stay
I
up on Thursday nights till midnight and watch them.
I don't. I do. Yeah, I don't.
Wow.
I gotta work. So some of us have jobs in the morning.
Well, I have a job too.
I watched it today. I mean,
Well, okay, that's just me. Hey, if you guys ever want to come over and watch it with me, you're
At
welcome.
midnight?
Yeah, why not? I'm just saying. Maybe you guys have a day off on Friday and you guys want to watch it. I'm just saying.
No,
hey,
I normally don't.
I'm open. I'm putting out the invitation. If you guys ever want to, I'm just saying.
Can we just show up?
I will 100% be over here when it's a series finale.
Okay.
I'll do that.
100% I'll commit to that.
All right. Sounds good.
Cool.
Cool.
Live cast it.
Cool. Okay. Invincible TV show that none of you watched, but I watched.
Oh, I feel bad.
It's fine. It wasn't part of the homework, so you're good.
It's on Prime.
Yeah, it's on Prime. It's based off an Image comic. It came out, I think, early 2000s. Very adult in terms of how graphic it is for a cartoon. So all you young kids out there probably shouldn't watch it. But, I really liked it. I thought it was really good. The story.
Oh, it's rated very high.
Yeah.
98%.
Yeah.
And IMDb is 8.9 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely recommend
Yeah, I'll
watching
take
it.
IMDb's word for it, not mixed though.
Oh, thanks.
So
Yeah, I wasn't gonna watch it, but then when Mick started talking, but then when Corey said it was rated.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I hate you, man.
How many episodes is it, or what's?
I think it's 8 episodes, and they're about, I want to say like 45 minutes long.
that's not bad.
Solid story. I don't really want to spoil anything, but it's definitely worth a watch.
Is it just going to be one season, or is it open up?
It'll
for
be more. I think there's
think
already
they already
confirmed
announced-
for 2
yeah.
more
Oh,
seasons. Okay. But like the voice acting is great. It has J.K. Simmons, a lot of cast from The Walking Dead show, which is funny because the comic was made by, was it Robert Kirkman? Yeah. Who wrote The Walking Dead. So, yeah, and you guys should watch it. when
Is
you
it
get
a
the chance.
Superman ripoff?
I wouldn't call it a ripoff. It's definitely, it takes a lot of elements from the Superman DC stories, but I think it's done in a way where it doesn't make you like roll your eyes like, oh, this is just Superman. It's definitely different in ways that are appropriate for the story that they tell.
Nice. So it feels original?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. it
Nice.
does, yeah.
And it doesn't feel like a ripoff of any sort or...
I don't think so.
That's great.
Like I said, there are.
So when I saw it, I just saw pictures of it, and I was like,
Yeah.
Oops. I've seen stuff like this before. Like, no thanks.
Yeah, there are certain elements that are similar, but I think it's different enough to where I got enjoyment out of it without feeling like it was.
His
ripping
name's
off.
Kent Clark. But other than that,
Man
Other than
Super
that.
is his. No, but yeah, I would give it a watch. If
Awesome.
you guys are looking for some TV show to watch. So
I mean, I'll check it out.
yeah,
Will you though?
Yeah, I've got Prime.
Okay.
So
I think I have
free.
Josh's Prime, so
Yeah, don't go buying anything.
we'll see.
it's a free show. So, well, I mean, with the subscription.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely watch it. How about that?
Whoa, definitely?
Yeah.
Jonah hasn't said it.
I'll probably watch it. Guys, it's not Marvel, so their chances are higher.
True.
Wait, it's not Marvel, right?
It's not.
Okay.
Image Comics.
Just joking, Marvel fans. I don't dislike Marvel.
I mean,
Moving on. What's
do you
next?
what do you watch that's Marvel? Do you?
No. What's the last thing you've watched that's been
Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 2.
Dang it. Movie.
Last-
movie.
What's the last movie I can't remember what last Marvel
Iron Man
movie.
2.
No.
Do you watch Black Panther?
I watched Black Panther.
Yeah, dude.
That has to be the last one.
Kind
you
of
watched.
whatever.
Maybe it is the last one. No, I watched this. Didn't the
Spider-Man?
Spider-Mans? But those are more Sony.
Spider-Man's.
I mean, not really.
Away from
Iron
home?
Man's in all of them.
I watched the last Spider-Man one.
You did Far From Home?
No, not that one.
yeah.
The one before that. What was the one before?
So you
that?
watched the
Homecoming.
first
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Something with home.
They've only done 2 of those. Oh, the third.
third
They're
one.
making the
Third one's
third one
coming
now.
out.
Third one's
And they
coming
say
out
home
this December.
in every title.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new one
Way
is
Home.
No Way.
No way
Yeah,
home.
Spider-Man homeschooled.
Yeah. Spider-Man and his homies.
Spider-Man and Homer Simpson. Yeah. Missed opportunity there.
So the last one was what kind of Spider-Man?
What?
Black Panther?
Did the Spider-Man was
Spider-Man,
Black
that came
Panther?
out- wait, which one came
before
first?
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man came after.
Homecoming was first, then Black Panther. Black Panther was 2018.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. So that's the last one I watched.
So you didn't watch Infinity War,
Woo!
which
Endgame.
I like Infinity War. I liked it better than Endgame, but
You didn't watch Doctor Strange?
Bam, bam, bam.
See, I don't remember, but that's how me with every Marvel movie because I watch it once and I'm like, no, we're watching that again.
And
So
you
I don't
didn't
know.
watch
I
the
could have
Ant-Mans?
watched it. See, here's the other thing too, because I may think I watched it, but that's just because like you have told me things about it. So I'm like, oh, I remember seeing that. But I was like, no, maybe Josh just told
I'm
me.
just
about
a
that.
great storyteller.
Or maybe,
I just paint a great picture.
or Joel's, said like when we talked about
The scene opens. A car drives in.
like Captain Marvel. I never watched Captain Marvel.
Neither did I.
you don't have to.
I did.
Was it good?
No.
Did you like it?
It was not.
Let me shake
We'll
your
let
hand.
him answer. It was like,
I'm asking.
was it good? Did you like it? Huh? Well, no, good, bad.
What are your
Yeah.
feelings? Yeah, that's when I was like, I'm probably not going to like it. And I heard people say that I probably wouldn't. So I was like, that doesn't look like I need to watch it.
I watch every movie. I will watch the Marvels when it comes
Oh,
out.
yeah, that's the squeakle.
Yep.
That's the sequel. It's called The Marvels.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Sure.
it's Captain Marvel and then
Mrs. Marvel.
Lieutenant Marvel.
Miss Marvel. Lieutenant.
And Mr. Marveliosa.
One day I'll get to him, guys.
Well, they just released like a kind of teaser thing for Phase 4. of
I saw
Marvel.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I mean, most of it was just older stuff, but then the last like 40 seconds was just a little
like
clip
the
from each
Eternals,
movie,
and then
you know?
like the title cards for the certain
Yeah.
movies that are coming up later. So
Yeah, the Eternals looks like
Was
kind of
it
new
Angelina
gods.
Jolie
Yeah.
Yeah.
wielding a golden, cool anime sword?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was dope, dude. I got it.
What, is Salma Hayek in it? Is
Salma
it,
Yeah.
Hayek's in
I
it.
mean, bro,
and that
if they got holy Avenger swords, like I'm down.
Camille
don't see-
Nanjiani's in it.
You don't
I
see
know. He
Batman
got
wielding a
ripped for
golden
it.
sword, bro. Really? Why?
I don't know, because he's a superhero now, so he's got to
Because
get
he's
ripped.
ripped.
Oh, I thought you meant like ripped apart by
Yeah.
like. Oh.
They ripped him, bro. No, he got ripped.
There's two
He
of
got-
them.
that's the
He
guy
got
in Suicide
shredded.
Squad that throws his body parts. What's that?
No arm man.
No arm man,
Or
or no
something.
arm boy, or
Arm
something
fall
like that?
off boy,
Yeah,
or
something like that.
Suicide Squad? No fault, no arm boy?
Yeah, it's Nathan
bro?
Fillion.
Nathan Fillion.
That's
He's
what we're
like,
doing?
he take. I guess he's a comic
Hey.
character.
Yeah.
He's like,
No
He
arm.
throws his arms at people.
Interesting.
Do you see?
We'll see about that.
Yikes.
I know Marvel's like Phase 4, like all these things, and
Jeez.
then Warner Bros is like,
No arm boy.
we're good.
Polka dot man.
We've
Polka dot
changed.
man.
We've changed directors on the Flash like 8 times.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, Eternals looks good though.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel bad for you, bro.
Supposedly-
Honestly, I feel bad.
They said that that's like they've used less green screen on it.
Does that mean they're using like the Mandalorian technology?
I don't think so because they said they were on location for a lot of places, which I was like, that's
What
kinda
if they put
cool.
that screen thing on?
Well, I mean, I
location?
guess
that's
that's
true.
that's
I mean, I just have to
semantics.
take all those.
Dude,
No, that's
we
cool,
need
though.
that thing. What was it called again?
The volume.
The volume,
For
yeah.
the podcast.
Dude, that'd be sick.
We'll live stream in the volume
And we'll be in the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, and then when
We
we
sit
talk
at the
about
chess
Pokemon
table.
cards, we could be like
in a
in a
Pokemon
package
card.
of Pokemon cards.
Whoa, that's what we should use it for? That's what you came up with.
just dark.
I'm just saying.
Everything we can do.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the inside of a package?
And it smells like plastic.
That's the best you got. Not inside a volcano.
I'm just saying. Whatever,
space.
it's topical, guys.
Okay.
We're not always talking about
It's just
Pokemon
tin
cards,
foil
man.
around
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
Oh, we're hollow. Sick. Okay.
That's cool though, because that's one of my main issues with more modern films, but especially the newer Marvel movies. Is you can tell when it's green
Yeah.
screen, and it's normally like a blurred out background amongst brownish gray
Yeah.
things.
Or have you ever seen like the behind the scenes of the airport scene?
Oh my gosh,
It's just
like
Black Widow running.
yeah,
Everyone else is CGI.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, she did her own stunts.
Like, that's actually not her.
So stupid. But that's what making movies is now. So
yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Can I be honest with you, Jenna? I think
No.
your negativity
Oh,
towards Marvel is pushing me towards them more and more every
Fine.
day.
I don't need you.
I'm just kidding.
so you like Corey? You really like Marvel movies?
I do enjoy them.
Okay.
They're DC, Marvel, they offer their own different things. I think that DC is a lot more serious and has more intense, like critical, like thinking, and like I don't know. When I watch a DC movie, it's not just like this la di da, like oh cool, like fun colors, like cool fights, like it's
Neat
like fight
sounds.
scenes and stuff, but it's like dang, like this is serious, like whoa, like it's more of an emotional thing
Yeah.
and an intellectual thing. Not to say that Marvel's not that it's dumb or anything, but it's like it's more accessible. I think Marvel's just more accessible, and at its current state, it is the more popular thing right now. So
Mainstream.
it's very mainstream. Yeah.
I think the
So
quote-
I still enjoy it. Is what I'm trying to say. Is it's just activating
It's just
different parts of
different.
my brain.
Sure,
really.
yeah. Well, I think the quote that Zack Snyder had about if he was approaching his films like how Marvel does, I can't remember the exact quote, but it's like he said that the Marvel movies are, action comedies with heart, and the way he was approaching his movies were like epic mythology, like deep mythology with his movies that he was going for.
Well, that's
So
what he said.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he said. He's like, in the interview, he had an interview where he talked about, he's like, Marvel does such a good job at what they're doing. He's like, why are we trying to copy that? Because we can't do it. He's like, when
Yeah.
DC has like deep mythology, can go the opposite way with like Wonder Woman, Zeus, like you have the old gods, new gods. Like he's like, these are epic mythological stories. And he's like, and that's what he wanted to tell.
Yeah.
But people trying to copy Marvel,
Yeah.
it doesn't work out because Marvel has a plan and knows how to do it. They kind of have a formula and a way of doing
They've been
it.
for forever.
And
Yeah.
when you try to copy that, it's going to come off as, if it's done well, people are going to be like, oh, well, you're copying, so it was still good. See, you're in a lose-lose, really.
Yeah.
But if you do something different and do it well, people are going to be like, wow, look at these two things that are different, still superhero movies, but done well.
And I was
Like
gonna
both
say-
things are done well, but they're different. I think that's what Zack Snyder was looking to do.
And why is Marvel in the place that it is right now? It did something different,
Right.
And they perfected that strat. And so, 100%,
Yeah.
100% agree with you. They need to go after other things. They need to get around that, hit other things that people want.
Yeah.
I know lots of people who don't like Marvel movies. Lots of people. They don't like that funny, happy-go-lucky, like, ha ha ha, like the world's going to end, whatever, that kind of stuff. But go more serious.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. That's great.
See, I watch the MCU movies and I enjoy them. I still have similar issues that Jonah has with them, with their a lot of like undercutting like serious emotional things with a joke. I think they do that way too much. But I still like them. I would prefer if they were more in the same tone as like the Raimi Spider-Man movies. I think those movies, maybe not the third one, but the first two like really nailed.
I was gonna say
nailed a tone where it took itself seriously, had humor in it for sure, but it seemed more genuine. You know what I mean? Like the MCU movies to me just feel like they can. I mean, Ant-Man can't even say his name without laughing. You know, like that type of stuff is like, I wish they could just take themselves a little more seriously.
I will say
That's just me, I guess.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I see that too. I think a problem that they kind of run into is that they kind of lock themselves into this one-mindedness. Like you have Ant-Man, it's like almost 100% comedy.
Yeah.
Awesome. I actually really enjoy it. But that's the problem. How do you have this Ant-Man movie live in the same movie as like in the same universe as like, I don't know, what's the more serious one? Doctor Strange. Like it's so stark in their styles, and then they interact with each other. And that's where it gets weird for me, because you have like this super crazy, what's it called? Just comedic kind of guy, and then super serious. And so it's just, it's like the worlds don't mesh together as well. And so when you have everything in the same universe, it kind of gets kind of weird.
Yeah, and I think my thing is kind of like where I've like, because I liked original Marvel when it first started. I was like, oh, this is good. And then I just felt like the same things kept happening in movies. And so to me that I got...
What do you mean?
Like the same humor. Like Tony Stark was really popular. So then it was like, hey, we need... it's got to... Our main hero is going to be sarcastic. Oh, yeah. Star-Lord is kind of a similar. Doctor Strange is kind of similar, where they're like...
They made Thor kind of that way, too, a little bit.
You know, where they become like the sarcastic, like... You know, like that humor was so popular with Robert Downey Jr. that then it became like, hey, we need that kind of... and so that, to me, it just became like repetitive on, oh, everyone needs to have a one-liner. Everyone needs to have... Paul Rudd is kind of that character where he's, you know, sarcastic and kind of, you know, like that.
Hey, man, stop talking on him, bro. He's good.
He's always that.
I love
He's a national treasure.
I watched Ant-Man.
Thank you.
I watched the first Ant-Man. I didn't watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, so we've talked about the worst scene in all of Marvel is the one where they like, where he...
like gossip?
Where he's like, hey, ladies. How did you know to break into my house? And he's like, oh, I told it to this person and they were at a barbecue and they heard it from this one and they do this. The whole movie is like, really? That's how you found the guy that was going to break into your house to get your suit?
It's an Ant-Man, yeah.
Oh, dude.
It's the worst scene ever. It's absolutely incredible.
Did not stick with me, apparently. Don't even remember.
Yeah,
I'll send it to you, and you can see how terrible the scene is. Anyways.
Sounds good.
But everyone's not funny. It's kind of like in here. I'm the funny one. Like, you guys aren't that funny. So it's like,
hey,
why is...
anyone that just listens to this podcast, go ahead and comment who the funniest is.
No,
actually, just tell us who the least funny is.
Yeah.
That's going to be.
I just feel like everyone in the Marvel universe has become like a jokester. Does that make sense? And to me, I haven't seen recent ones, so I know I'm.
Yeah.
But
you're way behind.
After a while, I was like, you know, even. Spider-Man's kind of that way. Like they all have that same style of humor.
I think certain characters.
They've done everyone that way. So just to me, it gets old.
The more serious you are, and the more specific, and the more like you're limiting people who are going to like that movie. So the reason why they're doing that lightheartedness is because they're trying to attract
families,
way
kids.
wider net than
Catch
DC
a wide
is.
net, yeah, absolutely
ever. So that's the reason. So, like, you're never going to like every minute of a Marvel movie. Because
no.
Like, some kids are not going to like that serious part or that really boring part where you're like, that was sick character development. But they're like, I really liked when they said that really funny line. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So, for you, obviously, yeah.
Right. It just feels like it's become the same.
I think it's because it works. I think it's that
that's
they're like,
the thing. They're making money.
True. It's working.
And I think that's...
Have a character that's
because
that
Iron Man was...
relief.
They took Iron Man, who wasn't really a popular character in the comics, and he became so popular with what Favreau did in the Iron Man movies and what Robert Downey Jr. did with the character. And I think they were like, okay, that struck a chord with people. People like that. And then as Star-Lord became similar, you know, I just
disagree. I don't think Star-Lord and Iron Man are the same at all.
Very different.
Well, I just think the humor style.
Robert Downey Jr. is sarcastic, right? He talks fast. Oh, really? That's what you're going to say to me?
And
I'm Robert Downey Jr.
He acts like I'm better than you.
Yeah. Like that kind of And
Not even close. Didn't even sound like
really
Robert Downey Jr.
yeah, so good.
I thought he was in the room.
Right. Exactly. Say that to my face. But then Star-Lord is literally
A dumbass.
goofy. He's goofy.
That's better.
He's cocky. He's cocky, but he's not sarcastic. So
and
it's not really the same.
When it comes to, well, yeah.
To me, there's just, in terms of storytelling, there's not enough contrast between whatever type of humor, you know, Tony Stark humor, Peter Quill humor. There's not enough contrast from that to like a more serious, reserved character. And I
Like
think
Captain America. Or
I would say Captain
more
America is
serious.
probably the only one that's
serious.
probably
Yeah.
consistent with his tone.
he's good.
But I want more of those type of characters.
Bucky is very serious as well.
Yeah.
I will agree with you that they have made everyone, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make everyone funny.
Black
'Cause it's
Widow's serious as well.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, it's like everyone's like trying to one up each other. It seems like
Everyone's like dialed to 11.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I'm making jokes now. And it's like, okay,
And
well,
I mean, that's the thing though, like you guys are saying, a majority of the audience likes that. And so that's why they keep doing it. I mean, you look at the Transformer movies, for as long as they went, they were successful. They were making money. They didn't change the formula there until I think the last one bombed pretty bad.
You know what's really funny? Robots peeing. It's so funny. I love it.
Transformers movies are so bad.
Michael Bay,
Hey guys,
worst
that's
ever.
that's a reason why they're not straying away from what they're good at.
Yeah, it's true.
They're like, hey, that didn't work. What's working for us, boys? All
Did
right,
you
let's
guys
keep
watch
making those
Bumblebee?
I didn't watch Bumblebee.
I heard it was.
like
I
it.
heard it was better.
I didn't.
I haven't really been into the Transformer.
I haven't watched the last one I watched was The Last Night, or is that one?
That's
that was
the
Mark
last one.
Wahlberg.
Sword.
That's the last one? Wasn't there one after that?
No, I think that was the last
That was the
one.
last Transformers,
and then
then there was
Bumblebee was
Bumblebee
after.
and then
Afterwards.
Bumblebee. His specific one was after that. Yes.
So you've seen it. Congratulations. You have seen all the Transformers movies.
Big fan.
Wow. I feel bad. I've seen more Transformers movies I've seen a Transformer movie more recently than I watched a Marvel movie. That's bad.
That's also.
I
telling.
even know that's
very
bad.
telling. Maybe you should watch something. Did you watch Doctor Strange? Probably not. Right?
I didn't watch Doctor Strange.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was fine. You'll get like massive Inception vibes.
I'm trying to think of what he should like if we were to like recommend him to watch one movie.
Of the recent ones,
Yeah.
you're gonna hate all of them.
I'm gonna.
Well, no, you're right. You're right on that. But to at least
I would
give
say
him some
I
more
would say
credit,
Infinity
'cause,
War.
like, his credentials are terrible right now.
I would say
I've seen a Marvel movie for 10 years.
I would say
update his
Infinity War.
resume.
Infinity War, I think is one of the better newer ones. And out of most of them, they I think took in the story things more seriously.
He's gonna hate it.
I'm thinking
too many
about Ant-Man and the
characters.
Wasp.
He's gonna hate it.
Actually,
That's what I'm talking about. That's gold, baby, right there.
I mean, it has
I'll
Walton
see.
Goggins. Do you like Walton Goggins?
What's the girl's name again?
Evangeline Lilly?
There you go. She's a winner. She's funny. She's cool.
She's hot.
Okay.
all right, moving on.
Ever since those lost
Way to
days,
go.
you know.
Lost was a good show.
Yeah, it was.
Underrated for sure.
Was it? I thought it was pretty good rated.
It's the best show ever made, guys.
Didn't people hate it?
People hated the end.
People
Yeah,
hated
people
it.
hated the end,
Like it
but-
went right at the end. Bang! Everyone hated it.
People hated that it didn't
So
give them
underrated.
the answers they wanted.
Yeah.
It's like every
Yes.
ending to every show ever. No one ever likes it.
That's true.
Yeah.
But we can talk about Lost some other time
Yeah.
because that's a long conversation.
It's been a long time since I've seen that too.
Yeah, you have the whole
I do have
giant box
the
set,
Temple
don't you?
box set. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
All the secret discs and black lights and whatever else comes with it.
Pretty sweet.
They big Lost fan.
Lost is awesome.
I mean, I like it.
It's a good show.
Yeah. Let's see. One last thing. I think it was for going back to Star Wars for May the 4th. Did you guys see the like little teaser thing about the like quote unquote real lightsabers that Disney's?
Oh, I
Yeah,
saw
it looks
those.
pretty sweet,
making.
actually.
I'd rather.
It's retractable. It wasn't retractable?
It was retractable.
No, I mean,
cool. I feel like they're going to charge like $800.
Yeah, me too.
Obviously.
I didn't even think they were for sale. I think they just said it was like.
Oh, they will.
They're going to...
I mean, probably eventually, but
Yeah.
I think right now they were just used for the new hotel that they're doing.
Yeah,
It's like a
so I think they're going to sell it there.
Starship Hotel, but like
Have
the
you-
characters inside will have those.
Have you seen the guy on YouTube that builds lightsabers, but
Real.
that
lights.
like
hack-
can
that
cut
burns.
through
Is it
Hacksmith?
Yeah.
Yeah,
those things?
it's like a
are
4,000
so
degrees.
Dude, they're sick. That's what I want to buy.
He does a lot of cool stuff. He's done like a like a bat grapple
Yeah,
thing
he's
from Batman.
Pretty
and
legit
If
stuff.
Captain
I
America
owned
shield.
that, instead of having like a chainsaw or a
You're pretty
table
sick.
saw, I'd bust that baby out, burn every piece of wood, but look good doing it. Just lighting it on fire a little bit.
Put Duel of the Fates on while you're cutting down trees.
Dude.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'd do it in my front yard so everyone would see me too. Full robe, hoodie.
Yeah, the lightsabers were pretty sweet, but I mean, I don't know.
What?
Well, I don't know.
You're just
I
oh, they're-
like my Ultra Saber I'd have.
The one that's out of battery.
That's it.
Yeah, I need to
Yeah,
get a battery for that, but
Yeah, that thing is sick.
we should do another like mystery box saber round.
yeah, I'm always up for getting more lightsabers.
Yeah, I bet you are, man. I bet
I
you
know,
are.
lucky dog.
That's right. Hey, it worked out for me.
Yeah, it did.
I love mine. It's super cool. Yeah. Even if it's just a basic one, I got an orange one with a silver hilt. My wife got a white one with a silver hilt.
Nice.
That was really cool.
Didn't you get?
I got the white one. Or no, I got a silver hilt red one with sound, though. So
Sound,
that's
yeah.
pretty
That's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did one after you guys did yours, but mine was like a base.
What color was it?
It was blue with a black
Oh, nice.
black handle.
That's cool.
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's fun. Wave it around in my room by myself.
Hey, I do that too.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'll be in my living room. I'll be like spinning around my body. I'm like, what's up? And then Pixel will be there, my dog. I'll be like, try to freak her out, and she doesn't even move. I'm like,
Fearless.
Yeah, if I turn mine on, Snips goes crazy.
really?
It starts
Because it
barking
makes
at
the
'cause of
noise
the
or
sound.
Oh, okay, yeah. One time I was like doing like just when we first got them,
Yeah.
I was like spinning it and I was like, oh yeah, this is sick. I'm gonna learn all these tricks, you know? And I'm doing it around my house, and no joke, it was during the middle of the day, and I was at the top of my stairs. And if you guys know my house, there's this giant window that goes out the front of my door, and everyone can see you. If you're at the top of my stairs, everyone, like 2 houses can see me. Legit. I'm like mid swing, and I look to my left, and I'm like, I see Dottie, my neighbor, and I'm like, turn it off, and I'm like, I just waved my hand to her. I felt so embarrassed. It was
Should have
great.
force pushed her.
See, well, that's what I
It was
when
great.
when mine had batteries, I would go downstairs and like turn the lights off and like
my boy.
I'd turn it on and I'd be like,
You didn't turn on music. You should
And
turn
then
on music.
I just hear my phone like go off and I'd look at it and my wife's like, "Are you playing with your lightsaber again?" I'm like, "Ah, shoot, I can hear
Sounds
me."
hilarious. Are you downstairs playing with your
Yeah.
lightsaber?
I mean, it just feels right to
turn
have
on the
you. You
music.
know, you're like,
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
You have the Mace Windu.
I have
right?
the Mace Windu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
replica,
sweet one.
so it's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, we should do that again.
So cool.
Hey, I'd be
more.
down.
I need to get a rack, like a basically like a gun rack, but for lightsabers on my wall. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the best way to kind of display them and stuff. So
Well, I think they have like plugins where you can just plug it into the wall and just keep it going like as long as you want, so you don't have to worry about batteries or anything.
That would be sick.
the thing with mine is because it has sound. Is there a way to turn the sound off? I mean, there
think
must be a
so.
way to,
Wow, wow, wow.
because then it'd just be going.
Yeah, I think can't you like plug it in the computer and like do some?
No.
We tried to do.
Stuff,
I
right.
thought that I had the color program in there, but
No, it's not a. I can't remember what it's called. Like a sapphire.
yeah, the diamond. Or
something. Yeah, no. But yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was fun. Yeah, I'd want to do it again. I don't know if Bree would let me, but I would love to do that. That'd be sweet.
Did she do one also?
Yep, we both got one. Yeah.
Yeah, we did it for Christmas. Josh and Crystal got one. Melissa and I got one. Corey and Bree, and then Joby and Tina.
yeah.
That was so
So then we all opened them together.
Yeah, I saw the video of you guys doing it.
And he got
in the dark.
mother effing like $400 lightsaber.
Yeah.
Jonah did.
Because you do like a mystery box. For
Ew.
those of you who don't know, at UltraSabers, you pay, it's like 75
Yeah, something like that.
75 for a lightsaber, and you could either get one
It's gonna be
that's
random.
75.
It's just gonna be random.
or you can get something that's better. And so Josh
should
got one
have-
with sound. Yours is like 150, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's just the base sound.
And so then I got the like $374 one.
I should have you open up my Pokemon cards.
We're not
your-
opening that. You're like
We're assessing.
we're looking,
Right.
and
If
then
you-
we will
what-
make a decision. You will make a decision.
If I had see-through vision, this is the type of stuff I would use it for.
You use it on Pokemon.
I would use it on
packs?
Pokemon cards. Yeah.
But you could only see, or I mean, how far does your
You can only see the
vision
top
go?
card and the back
That's
card.
what I'm saying.
Right?
Can you choose how many layers?
How many layers
go?
are
I
going
don't
Yeah,
know
you
what
can
the
only
rules
see-
are.
I mean, if I
Yeah.
can see through one thing, why couldn't I see through another?
Can you control depth?
Yeah, that's the
Or
thing.
what if like the tinfoil was like my lead and I couldn't see through it?
No. That would be brutal.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we'll just have the weight, and we'll wait. I can probably just do it here.
It's like point
Packing one in each hand, and I'll be like, this one's heavier.
Yeah, yeah.
This one's got some good cards in there.
Yeah, did we get a cut from this? Did we get like a 1% cut?
We'll put it into our Nerd Age fund. Buying stuff.
Yeah, did you guys ever see where we're getting the most views or not views, listens from? Have you guys checked that out yet?
I think Spotify is the
Really?
top one, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's all our nieces and nephews that listen to it. Because
Yeah.
we were talking to Alyssa the
Alyssa.
other day, and she was like, "We're like, you listen to the podcast?" She's like, "Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really like what you guys talk about." We're like,
It's kind of boring.
we're like, what do you guys listen? What do you listen? What do you want us to talk about? And she's like, "Are you guys going to talk about Stranger Things?" We're like, "Yeah."
Oh, we were
I guess
supposed to talk about
Oh yeah,
Stranger- we were supposed to talk about
the
Stranger Things.
trailer,
Oh, yeah.
the teaser.
Well,
Teaser.
Alyssa, we're just for you.
If you're still listening,
And also
Quiet Place.
Aiden.
oh, and Quiet Place.
Yeah.
It's shout out to Aiden. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Aiden.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday.
Say
If he's
Happy
listening.
birthday, Aiden.
it.
So Stranger Things, right?
Yes.
The teaser came out.
yeah.
Really short. What'd you guys think?
Super short.
I mean, it looked interesting. It looks like we're going to get a lot of flashbacks.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that. They're gonna. I don't know. When does it come out? Did they? There was no date.
I don't think there was a
There was
date.
an update.
right?
I think it comes out this year, though. So I would imagine.
Better. It's been what, like 2 years?
I think so. I feel like probably
I
just
mean,
like
those kids got to be super old now,
that's the
right?
problem.
Same age as her, probably.
Yeah. So are they going to do a
similar.
time jump?
I mean, they're
'Cause when
already
did they
getting
end?
older.
They were like in middle school, right? So do you think they'll jump a couple years and say they're in high school now?
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that with like
With
Hopper,
Hoppers and-
like
Dude,
because they
Russia.
showed him in
Kids-
Russia.
The kids are getting old. The actors.
Right? Yeah.
So they gotta do.
That's
something.
always.
I
mean,
would do that.
going back to Lost, that's what happened with Walt and Lost. Like they had this whole big storyline,
And they're like, you grew
like,
up,
and
bro.
then
See
he
ya.
grew up really hot, so they had to like write him off the show because they're like,
Yeah.
you were a tiny kid, and then between seasons you got super tall, and his voice changed. So they're like, he's off the island now. He's not special anymore. So like that. I mean, that's the problem with
sucks.
kid actors.
Yeah.
You know,
But I mean, they're not going to write any of the kids off,
no.
which is.
I just feel like they have to start ending
Yeah.
if they're going for that kind of like young kid vibe that they've been going for, like with Stranger Things, like that E.T.
Yeah.
I feel like
They were definitely at the tail end of that. Like I was getting like 80s high school vibes.
yeah.
100% at the end.
Yeah.
So they were tackling more like mature,
right with
like there was
especially
like
with
holding hands and kissing and stuff like that, and all the
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah.
So
they can definitely
They'll probably
move
be in
into
high school.
that. So I
Yeah.
think they'll be good.
Yeah.
I think they said 6 seasons is what they were going to do.
And this
Six
is going to be the
seasons?
4th?
yes.
No.
That's what
So
I
they
thought.
have
That's
2
what I heard.
more after this?
That's what I
my
thought I had
gosh.
heard that.
Wow.
That seems like
Maybe
almost
it's
too
5,
much.
but there's at least one more season after this.
It's one of those shows that I'm like, every season I'm like, man, if they could end it here and it'd be amazing. And then another one comes out and I'm like, man, I hope that it just keeps being good.
I like it.
This is one of those shows that's going to end and people are going to be pissed. Because they're going to be like, you
Every show.
explained, either you explained
They're not gonna
where
be
they came
satisfied.
from or they don't explain it and people are
want
going to be
answers.
mad.
Yeah, that's
And the explanation they give, they're not going to like. It's going to be a
not gonna
nightmare.
live up to
but
expectation.
it's awesome. I love Stranger Things.
yeah. That
I
Hate
was
it.
the first one to watch it, and I sold you on it. I don't know about you though.
False.
Yes, true.
Oh, here's the
Rick watched it. That's who I heard it from.
Oh, okay, whatever. But I
You
told
told
you
me
on
about it, yeah.
He wasn't watching it, and I was like, dude, check it out. It's really good. Really good.
I think I was in Mexico, wasn't I?
Yeah, you might have been.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
you
don't
were.
think they
Yeah, you
have.
were.
They
Yeah.
don't have a Stranger Things.
Cosas extrañas.
It's good, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
No, and I think every season for me has gotten better. Like I know some people are like, oh, the first season was better. I've liked the progression of the seasons. So I'm looking forward to what they do.
That's good.
And it looks like they have a plan of what they're doing and
Right.
stuff. So, again, if we're comparing to Lost where they had to like writer's strike, oh, we got to fill some episodes. So filler episodes, it seems like Stranger Things has, these are the episodes we're going to get.
Yeah,
And this is the ending of it. Now we just got to build the characters and tell the story we want to tell. So that's good.
I gotta say, all-time best turn for a character is Steve. Because in the first season,
Oh
you're like,
my
man, he's
gosh.
such a dude. He's such a
You can't
I hate
stand
him.
him, yeah.
And then on this last one, you're like, dude, you're
Yeah,
the best, Steve. I love that scene where I forget what's the kid with the lisp?
Dustin.
Dustin. Yeah, when he shows, he's like, where is he? He's like, what are you talking about? And then they do the whole long handshake. I'm like, dude, that's freaking
Dude, Steven Dustin
Dustin, I
are
love
like
that.
the
They did
the
a good
best.
job, pairing up that duo and
Yeah.
building those characters
Yeah.
together. That was awesome. Super genuine.
Yeah.
Right.
Not
It
forced.
works.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're super good. You can tell them as actors. I bet they just they dig each other and they
Well,
hang
they
out.
do. They had like after the show interviews with some cast members, and those two actors were on one of those shows, and they were just like good, like best friends talking.
Yeah.
Like, you could definitely tell that they have good chemistry.
Did you guys? Sorry, kind of changing the subject a little bit, but the curly-headed guy, I think his last name is Wolfhard.
Finn Wolfhard.
Finn
Yeah,
Wolfhard.
Finn.
He's in the new Ghostbusters.
He's in Ghostbusters. Yeah. That was interesting.
Yeah,
Which is
Paul
funny
Rudd.
because they dress up as
Paul Rudd's in that one.
the Ghostbusters in season 2.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. Season 1 was the best because they, actually in season 1 they did D&D.
Yeah.
Did season 2 they also do it?
They also did
because that's
D&D
when
in the
they're
second-
like, we're too cool for
Yeah.
it. Like he's all sad because he was the DM. Yeah. Yeah, it really went
Yeah.
downhill after they stopped playing D&D, dude. I'm gonna let you know.
Well, season 2 had
I love that. I love that vibe.
had
dude.
Sam
And I think
Gamgee
a lot
in it,
of
right?
people
That was
That was
season
season
2.
3.
Season 3 was Sam
That was
Gamgee.
the last one, right?
Wait, which
yeah.
one?
No, season 3 was
No,
season
season-
2 was
no,
Sam Gamgee because then in season 3 they're dealing with
Yeah.
his death, and then she's
Whoa,
now liking Hopper.
Dude,
Spoilers.
Oh, people watch.
Jeez, chill.
Oh, it
You're
wasn't
supposed to be the
season 2.
spoiler police.
Hey, spoilers.
Thank
season
you.
2 and season 3
Wow,
kind of
wow,
melt
wow,
together
wow.
for me.
Yeah.
What?
I said season 2 and season 3 kind of go together. for me.
Same. Yeah.
But
But yeah, I mean, I know we haven't talked about the teaser much, but it's basically just
I mean, it's
Dude,
not
the
really
kids-
much.
all the kids,
It's
and they're
not
like,
much. It's the
Hello,
kids
Papa.
from
yeah,
what's her name? 11?
yeah,
11.
11's childhood at the
So the
place
other
where
10
she
kids.
grew up.
or whatever. What does it go up to? 16?
Yeah, so they've got I don't know.
Because in season 2, when she runs away, she meets the other girl.
oh, the X-Men.
Yeah, basically the X-Men.
I mean, we already knew that other kids had some powers, something.
Right.
And
So
it
I'm
was
just wondering if
it was
those,
showing that the kids hadn't some, and yeah.
yeah, if those kids are going to show up, or there's going to be,
Well, the question is, why are they showing this?
or those kids are in Russia now with Hopper.
Yeah, maybe. But no, why are they gonna? Oh, that's a good question. No. It wouldn't be current because it was old school, like the style of it.
I mean,
It wouldn't
just
be current, no.
Yeah,
It has to be old.
It's got to be like
they didn't
a year's
show her,
past.
just showed her
Right.
number.
It's got to be a newscast. Is that what you said?
No, I never said a newscast.
I didn't hear.
It's like, what are you talking about?
What did I say? I don't remember
Something
what I-
cast.
In the past?
No,
It's
a
gotta-
year has passed.
Okay.
Oh,
News.
It's got to be like a
But
year
they're
has passed from last. I mean, that,
Yeah,
you think
yeah,
there'd be
yeah.
like a time
but
jump of like
so
a
that's
year
a
or something.
flashback.
And then they'll do flashbacks with
Yeah,
11.
I assume that's like
Well, the reason is why.
because the guy was
the question is
Papa was
why.
still alive and he's dead,
Papa?
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
he died. So I don't know. And it's gonna be cool though. I'm looking forward to it because
Well, and
it's
she
been a
like
while.
moved away, right? At the end.
Yeah, they move away at the end.
Yeah, they moved away. So, but then they did the Russia thing at the end. And
Yeah.
what the F's gonna happen? That's what I thought at the end. I was like, how are they gonna get to Russia?
I think he's
How
gonna
would-
come back because if he got there through the
Portal.
portal,
Yeah. But the
there's a
portal's
way
not
back.
open
Well, yeah,
on the
he'll
other
just
side.
open one, or 11 will open one.
Okay.
I mean, these guys,
Take a boat.
Okay, who's gonna
guys,
die?
stranger
guys?
things
Write
have
it down.
happened.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Anyways,
my.
Hey, what was the other thing we wanted to address?
Quiet Place Part
Quiet
2.
Place.
well, yeah, the trailer for Quiet Place Part 2, which has been delayed for how many years? It was supposed to come
a year
out.
and a half.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
everything
really?
else.
It's already been done. They keep pushing it back because they want to have it in theaters.
Wow, that's
I mean,
right.
that's happened with this. It happened with Black Widow. It happened with James Bond.
Yeah.
Pretty much like all the big movies that were supposed to come out sometime last year just kept getting pushed.
Dude, that's crazy.
But the funny thing is, I think A Quiet Place, like critics had seen it
Yeah.
because it was coming out in March, and then they're like, "Oh, let's move it back. Let's wait till this dies down." And then, so it's like some people saw it, and then it's now coming out, which is pretty crazy. Trailer looks good. It looks like the other trailers that they've released. They haven't shown too much. But the first one, I really like the first one. I think it's one of the better movies in that genre that
Yeah.
I've seen in a while. Just really suspenseful, and they do an awesome job with sound in it when I watched it in theaters. Just how, for those of you who haven't seen it, spoilers if we're talking about it, but the scene, like they just do
Spoiler alert.
awesome stuff with like, you know, when she the things in the house and she's going down the stairs and the nails
Yeah,
up and she steps up, like that kind of stuff where you're like, oh my gosh, she's gonna,
you know it's gonna happen.
you just know it's gonna happen, but you're like, and like just the stuff they do,
Suspense.
it's just really well done. So I really enjoyed the first one, so I hope the second one is as good.
I had never watched it until you guys were like, "Oh, the trailer's coming out." I'm like, I should probably watch the first one. So I watched it this week. I was like, oh, "Okay, cool," and like I kind of knew the gist. I was like, "They can't make noise, or else the guys will get them." And it was cool. I'm like, it might sound messed up, but like, I like really like the fact that the little kid at the very beginning like gets wrecked.
That's the best part of the movie.
It was
right
really
there.
good.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
Playing with his toy.
Because
They told you to be quiet.
It's the sister's
the
fault.
relationship dynamics. No, it's the kids who grabbed the batteries at the end, and he put it. It was
He.
Yeah, he put it in there. It's his own fault. Stop trying to pass the blame, bro.
I'm just saying.
What's done is done. Anyway, it was just great because, like, you know, kids dying. No, I'm just kidding. But the dynamic that was with the kids and the parents was great. But can I say one thing that I thought? I don't know if it was bad, but man, when I was watching it, I was like, dang, this reminds me exactly like Signs. Actually, the exact same ending, almost.
Water.
Soundwave.
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know.
You haven't seen A Quiet Place?
Like, it's like he's working on this thing.
Is it too scary?
Yeah, man. It's
Why?
too scary.
No,
It is
you'll
no.
you'd like it.
Too scared.
It's scary, man.
Yeah, Corey said it's scary.
It's more.
Ooh, you know, yeah, it's
Suspenseful.
It's more
jump ya.
suspenseful.
Did
It's
you
more
watch
like
Signs?
Yeah, I did.
It's
Okay,
about as
it's
scary
that.
as that. A little bit more.
Same movie.
A little bit more, but not much.
it's more
It's
like
not-
an alien
it's just-
invasion. Like
Yeah.
I think you'd like it.
I mean, it
you
looks
might
good.
have one nightmare.
Just one.
Just one, though.
No, I don't think there's any moments that are really scary to me.
Yeah,
it's more
what
like
scares
just
you?
suspense.
What scares you, Mick?
Okay, suspense.
What scares me?
Yeah.
I'm not telling you guys.
What is what's your
Clowns.
deepest,
I'm
darkest
not going to make
fear?
it public.
See,
Is it like kind of Stranger Things kind of
Kinda,
scary?
yes.
They're very similar.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
so it's like
but
Monster
more
guy.
suspenseful than Stranger Things.
Okay.
Like more like, ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, I've planned on watching it. I've just always kind of pushed it off and made excuses.
I think
if we hold your hand while we watch it,
that would help.
That would help?
Yes,
Okay.
that would help.
no, it is more because it's more so like they don't explain certain things to you, but you're just like, where do these things come from? Like it's more of like, yeah, like signs, aliens, kind of that aspect. Like what's it all about? And to me, there's not anything that I was like, oh, that's scary.
that scared me.
But it's just more like suspense. It's just getting you like,
Have you?
We can't
Hold your
spoil
hand.
it.
Yeah.
no, we can't.
Have
can't
you
spoil
watched?
it.
I mean, you guys can.
I don't want to
it's fine.
spoil it.
Have you watched any of like the Alien movies or?
I watched Prometheus.
Oh,
And
I mean,
Prometheus? I think
Oh, you can
Prometheus
do
is
Pretty
about
much,
as
it's the
suspenseful.
same thing.
Except not as much
There's-
blood and
Yeah,
stuff like
not
that.
as much. Yeah.
There's more
Like
like,
it's-
build up
Yeah, it's literally like
because of their sound design and the whole
there's something
premise
in
of it.
there.
Yeah.
It's like,
Don't get me.
dude, don't make noise, dog.
And because that's the thing, because they have to be quiet, it's more
It's
of like,
called The Quiet Place.
Yeah.
A Quiet Place. is what- So
you should watch it. It's not scary.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's a good story, and I was gonna say that the really cool thing that I liked about it is that it really seems like a new take on like a new genre of zombie movie.
And then there's the movie Bird Box.
Did you watch that one?
No,
I watched that one. Okay.
I heard it was bad.
I never watched it again, but it's not too bad. But even like what I mentioned to you in the trailer for our Quiet Place 2, they have that scene at the end of the trailer where Emily Blunt's character, I think, is kind of like looking at the camera, and then behind her, there's like a tube with water, and the animal starts coming through, and you kind of see it. I was like, that's like an alien shot. Like that's
yeah,
something straight out of Ridley Scott doing, where the main character is looking at the camera scared, and then from behind you see, the xenomorph come out, and there's even the saliva in the water that the xenomorph has and stuff like that. Like that to me was like, oh, that's cool. It just feels like that kind of movie.
Yeah.
Where it's not like a horror movie where it's like over the top gore, and I hate those type of movies. Like the Saw movies and all those kind of movies, to me it's like I'm not interested. But give
just
me a
torture porn at
suspense.
that point.
Yeah, give me a suspense like alien animals, like something like that's that has a good story and character development and keeps you guessing.
Some
That
really
to me
good
is like,
moments in that movie.
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk about them because Mick hasn't seen
right.
it.
Yeah.
But man, I
There's
think
some
it's
really
worth it. I
good-
think it's worth it. There's a lot of like really cool character stuff. Jim Halpert does a great job.
yeah. He's always looking at that camera.
He does a great job. Super funny.
And
Really
he
cool.
upgraded because now he's married to Emily Blunt and not Pam Beasley.
Yep.
Man, you are not a fan.
I can't stand Pam Beasley. The worst thing of The Office, Pam Beasley.
No.
If Pam Beasley wasn't in that office, that show would go from right here to best show ever, best comedy ever.
There are much worse characters in that show than Pam.
No, Pam really drives me crazy. Anyways,
No comment.
Anyway, yeah.
and John Krasinski is actually married to Emily Blunt. That's his
Yeah.
wife in real life. So good on him.
I really like the movie. It was good. I don't know what you're
Good
talking
on him putting his wife in his movie. Good job. Well done.
Yes.
I think it's called nepotism, but
The other thing too is he does a really good job directing, and for that being, and he wrote the story too, right? I think he
so.
wrote and directed it, so
Yeah.
Yes.
it's really good,
Cool. Yeah.
worth a watch.
I'll definitely watch it. Okay. Well, yeah, that'll, I think, do it for this episode. Thanks, everyone, for listening. And you can follow us on, I don't know, Apple, Spotify, Facebook.
all the places.
Apparently
places.
Spotify's the place. Yeah.
Yeah, that's last time I checked. That's
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Social media, are we just under Nerd Age Podcast? Or
Nerd Age Podcast.
Yep.
Facebook, Instagram. We're on Twitter. If you do that, can follow us there.
If you follow us, you might see a build of Jonas.
You might see
his
just
Lego
random
build.
stuff that I'm going to post.
Yeah.
Legos, Mandalorian,
might see his
Theory,
his
playing
dinner.
Zack
cards.
Snyder propaganda.
Hey, you guys are more than welcome to upload just random stuff.
I want to take control and start posting some Marvel stuff. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fine. Good, do it. So yeah, follow us on all those places. If you have any questions or any comments you want us to discuss on the show, you can do that anywhere you find us on any social media.
Yeah. Give us a like,
like,
thumbs up.
reviews. If you want to give us a review on Apple Podcasts or anywhere else, you can do that.
Yeah.
Even if it's a bad review, that's fine. I mean, if it's a bad review, might even read it on the show. You never know.
We'll learn something from it.
That's right.
Because we're not perfect. Even
yeah.
though we pretend.
Oh, and don't forget to, we didn't mention in the middle of the podcast, please do comment who is the funny piece out of the four. Make sure it isn't Joe.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah.